Hello and welcome to Skills to Pay the Bills and today's segment of Build Your Difference. My name is Pierre Walters, co-founder and CEO of BrandDesk, where we work directly with visionaries to help build successful businesses and memorable brands. As a small business owner, you know that it takes more than good ideas and hard work to be successful. You also need to find ways to set yourself apart from the competition. So here are 6 ways to build your difference. Number 1, offer unique products or services. Offering unique products or services is a great way to build your difference. If you can offer something that nobody else does or do it better than anyone else, then you're sure to stand out. Number 2, provide superior customer service. Providing superior customer service is another excellent way to differentiate yourself. Go the extra mile for your customers and make sure that they have a positive experience with your business. Number 3, create a strong branding identity. Creating a strong branding identity is also incredibly important because your brand should be instantly recognizable and convey the message that you want to send. Number 5, stand for something meaningful. Standing for something meaningful will help you attract like-minded customers and build loyalty. People want to do business with companies that share their values. And number 6, strategize your marketing efforts wisely. Strategizing your marketing efforts wisely will ensure that you're reaching the right people. Staying ahead of the curve is my final tip. And to do that, you gotta be proactive. You gotta stay informed about what is happening in the market, This will help you to anticipate changes and stay ahead of the competition. Now, building your difference is essential to the success of your business. By offering unique products or services and providing superior customer service, creating a strong brand identity and standing for something meaningful while strategizing your marketing efforts wisely and staying ahead of the curve, you'll be well on your way to success. But I know it's not easy, and if it were, everybody would do it. That's why I want to discuss each way in more detail so that you can walk away feeling empowered to succeed. Starting with our first tip, you might be surprised to learn that offering unique products or services is really not as simple as it first appears. You can't just offer anything and expect it to be successful. You need to offer something that meets a need or solves a problem that your target market has. This can be done by understanding your target market and what they're looking for. And once you know what they want, you can develop a product or service that meets their needs. For example, if you're targeting busy professionals, you might want to consider developing a product or service that helps them save time or makes their life easier. And if you're targeting parents, you might want to develop a product or service that helps them to keep their kids entertained and organized. And of course, if you're targeting eco-conscious consumers, then you might want to develop a product or service that helps them reduce their carbon footprint. The bottom line is this: don't be afraid to think outside the box and offer something that's truly different than what's currently available in the market. But make sure it's something that your target market will actually want and need. It's also important to make sure that your product or service is of high quality. If it's not, people are going to quickly see through your facade. They'll lose interest and you'll lose customers. Finally, you need to make sure that you're pricing your product or service correctly. It needs to be priced competitively so that people will choose you over the competition. Then of course, don't forget, you gotta offer outstanding customer service, which is another method to distinguish yourself. This involves going above and beyond for your customers, making sure that they have a positive experience with your business and exceed their expectations. One way to do this is by providing fast and efficient service. In order to do that, you got to make sure that you have systems in place that allow you to handle customer inquiries quickly. Also, you got to be available to your customers when they need you. Respond to their emails and their phone calls as soon as possible. For example, if a customer has a question, don't make them wait more than 24 hours to get a response. If a customer has a problem, don't make them wait more than 48 hours to get it resolved. The faster you can resolve their issue, the better. You should always go the extra mile for your customers whenever possible. For example, if you're selling a product, include a handwritten note with each purchase. Or if you're providing a service, throw in a little something extra for free. Something as simple as this can make a big impression and solidify your relationship with your customers. Another way to provide outstanding customer service is by offering unique perks and benefits. For example, you might want to offer free shipping, no questions asked, return, or you might even be interested in offering a loyalty rewards program. Another way to provide outstanding customer service is to go above and above, okay? If a client is dissatisfied with their purchase, for example, you gotta offer to replace that item or give them their money back. It's also important to remember to build strong relationships with your customers. What does that mean? Well, you gotta get to know them on a personal level and show them that you care about them. Show them that this is more than just business. This will make them more likely to want to do business with you in the future. For example, you might want to send them a birthday card or include a personal note with their purchase. You can also build strong relationships with your customers by staying in touch with them after they've done business with you. For example, you might want to send them a follow-up email or give them a call to see how they're enjoying their purchase. This will show them that you're interested in their satisfaction and that you care about your relationship with them. Now listen, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to take a deeper look into how you can create a strong brand identity and stand for something meaningful.
I'm a wife,
a sister,
and a grandfather.
I'm an office clerk.
I'm a research analyst, dance fitness instructor,
actor.
I'm a copywriter.
I'm a veteran.
I have lupus,
cerebral palsy.
I'm blind.
And I'm working in a job I love.
I love.
Because I was given a chance
to contribute my skills and talents.
To show that my disability
is only one part of who I am.
Who I am.
Who I am.
At work, it's what people can do that matters.
For more information, visit whatcanyoudocampaign.org.
You can't text and pay attention to the world around you, and you definitely can't text and drive. Every year, deaths due to distracted and negligent driving are increasing. In fact, while drunk driving rates have dropped greatly, negligent driving fatalities have skyrocketed. Find out more at negligentdriving.com.
This is our friend and colleague, Donna. She has liver disease. She planned to present this message herself, but she can't because she's in the hospital. We can change this. We can help people like Donna remain active mothers, loving friends, and productive members of society. But we need to work together and contribute our part of the story to medical research.
It's ironic because that's what Donna planned to talk about. People like you know what it's like firsthand when a doctor gives you a scary diagnosis. When that happens, you want to know all of your options.
But the information online is overwhelming. That's why we've been working on a solution. Rather than struggling to find the researchers and support organizations focused on your condition, you make it possible for these professionals to find you instead. You simply answer a few questions about yourself and your health, and then you decide how much of that information you're willing to share, to whom, and for what purpose.
Please join us at Registries for All, regforall.org.
Welcome back to Build Your Difference. Today, we're discussing 6 effective ways to build an effective and successful brand for your business. Before the break, we took a look at how you could offer unique and useful products and services while still providing exceptional customer support. Now, we're going to take a look at how you can create a strong brand identity for your business and ensure that your brand stands for something meaningful. When you're creating a brand identity for your business, it's important to consider what values and attributes you want your brand to communicate. What do you want your customers to think of when they see your brand? Do you want them to see you as innovative and cutting edge, or perhaps you want them to see you as reliable and trustworthy? Whatever it is, you want your brand to communicate. Make sure that all of your marketing materials reflect these values. Think about it this way. If you were to see two identical products side by side, one with a strong brand identity and one without, which would you be more likely to purchase? The answer is probably the product with a strong brand identity. Why is that? Well, this is because a strong brand identity instills confidence in the customer and makes them feel like they know what they're getting when they make a purchase. Creating a strong brand identity doesn't have to be difficult or expensive. There are a few simple things that you can do to get started. First, choose a color palette for your branding materials that reflects the values that you want to communicate. Then, create a logo. I know, easier said than done, but create one that is unique and memorable. Your logo is one of your brand's most important characteristics, so you want to make sure that it's memorable and accurately represents your business. And if you're not sure where to start, there are plenty of logo design companies out there that can help you, like BrandDesk. Now that we've covered the essentials of brand identity, I want to take a closer look at your online presence. That means your website, because your website is an essential component of your online presence and your brand identity. So you want to keep it professional and you want to keep it well presented. Make use of high-resolution photos and clear, simple language to deliver your message properly. Also, make sure that your website is SEO friendly. That means search engine optimized, so that people can find you easily on the internet. For example, if you're a law firm, you might want to consider blue as your branding color because blue reflects trust and authority. Your logo, well, it could be a simple legal pad with the name of your law firm written in a clean, modern font. And your website, it could be a masterpiece if you get a beautiful, if you start with a beautiful template and have a professional designer come in to adjust that template to better match what it is that you're looking to communicate with clear language that can help your potential clients understand what it actually is that you do. Now that we've covered some of the basics of brand identity, let's take a look at how you can create a brand strategy. Now, what is a brand strategy? Well, it's a plan that outlines how you will implement your branding goals and objectives. It includes things like who your target market is, what messaging you want to communicate, and how you'll go about measuring that success. Creating a brand strategy can be a helpful tool for any business that's just starting out, or for businesses that even want to reevaluate their current branding strategy. But when creating your brand strategy, what's important is that you remain realistic about what you can achieve. Don't try to do it all at once. Don't try to do too much. You want to make sure that all of your marketing materials are consistent with each other. And listen, if you're not sure where to start, there are plenty of online resources available, like the Small Business Administration, for example. They have a wealth of information on everything from creating a business plan to marketing your business online. And if you're serious about setting your business apart from the competition, then you're gonna need to be serious about standing for something meaningful. So whatever it is that you do, make sure your brand stands for something that your customers can believe in. Remember, standing for something meaningful will help you attract like-minded customers and build that loyalty. You know, people want to do business with companies that share their values. Values are an important part of differentiating yourself from other businesses. For example, if you are an environmentally friendly company, then that's something that you want to reflect in your branding. You want to make sure that your values are front and center in everything that you do, from the way you design your website to the way that you interact with your customers. But what does it mean to have values as a brand? Well, values are the guiding principles that help you make decisions about how you operate. That's what they're there for, and they're what you stand for as a business, and they should be reflected in everything that you do. Your values, they shape your brand identity, so you want to choose them very carefully. So here are some examples that businesses might include in their values: quality, innovation, customer service, environmental sustainability. Choosing values for your business can be a difficult process. I get it, but it's important to take the time to do it right. These values will guide all of your future decisions, so make sure that they're reflective of the kind of business that you want to be. A great example of a brand with clear values is Patagonia. Their values are reflected in everything that they do, from the way they design their products to the way that they operate their business. Now, if you're not sure where to start, I want you to take some time to think about what's important to you and important to your business. What do you want to stand for? What kind of customer do you want to attract? Once you have a good understanding of your values, then you can start to build your brand identity around them. Now listen, we're going to take a quick break. But when we return, we're going to dig deeper into how you can plan your marketing activities intelligently and continue to stay ahead of the curve.
My grandfather served in World War II. Spending time with him were the best memories of my life. I became a physician at VA because of my grandfather, so I can help others like him. I can't imagine working with better doctors or a more dedicated staff. I'm fulfilling my life's mission with the help of my team and thanks to these veterans. I'm proud to be a doctor at VA and proud to honor my grandfather every day. Search VA Careers to find out more.
Since 1974, the Women's Center has provided mental health services in Northern Virginia and D.C. 1 in 5 adults experience mental illness each year, but the high cost of counseling can often leave members of our community suffering alone. The Women's Center offers our services on a sliding scale, so no one is turned away due to their inability to pay. For 45 years, the Women's Center has been a beacon of hope and healing. Visit thewomenscenter.org to learn more.
Here we are, 2013. We all depend on technology to communicate, to bank, and none of us know how to read and write code.
The first program I wrote asked things like, what's your favorite color? Or how old are you?
I wrote a program to play tic-tac-toe.
I first learned how to make a green circle and a red square appear on the screen.
You're just trying to make something, trying to transfer something from your mind to the computer or to a tablet. It's an experience.
The whole limit in the system is just that there just aren't enough people who are trained and have these skills today.
The programmers of tomorrow are the wizards of the future. You know, you're going to look like you have magic powers compared to everybody else.
Great coders are today's rock stars. That's it.
Welcome back. You know, today's show is all about how to create a powerful brand for your company. We began by considering the significance of providing unique items and services, the value of exceptional customer service, and how to properly develop a strong brand identity for your business, while also ensuring that it represents something significant. Now, we're going to wrap up this session by going even deeper into how you may market your firm successfully while staying ahead of the competition. Now, it may appear simple, but reaching the appropriate customers is not easy. How effectively you plan your marketing efforts and your strategy, all of that will either guarantee that you're reaching the right people or it'll make you miss by a long shot. That's why it's essential to ensure that you're deliberate and consistent with your marketing message while also staying open to new ideas and methods. There are a variety of ways to market your company. I mean, a lot, and not all the right decisions are gonna be clear at first. It's not always easy, but you want to try your best to stay ahead of the curve, because it's important that regardless of where you find yourself, that you stay proactive, because learning about the latest marketing trends and how you can adopt them into your business will only benefit you. For example, video marketing is one of the most popular methods used by businesses today. But if you don't have anything unique or interesting to say in your videos, then they'll likely fall flat. For example, if you own a pet store, consider creating videos about how to take care of different types of pets or how to train them. This will help to set your business apart from the competition and make you an authority in your field. Or maybe you could create a series of videos highlighting the different services that you offer, such as grooming or obedience classes. No matter what type of business you have, there are creative ways to market it effectively. The key? Put some thought into your strategies and be open to trying something new. If you do, you'll be sure to stay ahead of the competition and build a strong brand for your business. But how do you build an effective marketing strategy? That's the question, right? Well, there are a few things that you can do to make sure your marketing is on point. First, make sure you have a clear idea of what you want to achieve with your marketing efforts. Ask yourself questions like, what are your goals? Once you know that, it's much easier to come up with strategies that will help you reach them. Second, you want to be consistent with your messaging. Make sure all of your marketing materials, that includes your website, your social media, advertising, etc., make sure all of them are saying the same thing. This will help customers to understand what your business is, what it's all about, and why they should choose you over the competition. And third, I'm going to say this again because it's important, you want to stay up to date on the latest marketing trends and find ways to use them to benefit your business. Now, this doesn't mean you have to know everything, but it does mean you want to keep your ear to the ground so that you can adopt new technology as it evolves. Marketing methods evolve just as new technology evolves. In fact, new technology often is what drives new marketing. So you want to be proactive in keeping up with the latest trends so that you'll be sure to stay ahead of whomever your competition may be. Sometimes trying new things means you're going to make a few mistakes. Heck, you might even make a lot of mistakes like me, but that's okay. Because as long as you learn from your mistakes, you'll be on the right track. Think about it this way. If you don't try new things, your business will eventually become stale and it's going to lose out to the competition. For example, if you're a clothing store, you may want to start selling accessories or home goods. Or if you're a restaurant, maybe you might want to start offering delivery or catering services. The goal is to be innovative and to come up with new ideas, looking for ways to develop and maintain your own individuality. A great example of marketing innovation, well, it's going to be Starbucks, their mobile app. You see, by allowing customers to pay for their coffee with their phones, Starbucks was able to tap into a whole new market and increase sales. Another example of innovation in marketing is Taco Bell, their use of Snapchat. Are you familiar with Snapchat? It's a social media platform. And by creating filters that allow users to turn themselves into a taco, of all things, Taco Bell was able to reach a whole new audience and generate excitement for their brand. As you can see, there are endless possibilities when it comes to marketing your business. The key is to be creative, stay up to date on the latest trends, and always be looking for ways to improve your strategy. If you do that, you'll be sure to build a strong brand that stands out from the competition. Today, we looked at 6 great strategies for developing strong brands that help new and established companies to grow. We all know that it takes more than simply a few excellent ideas and exertion to succeed, so you must also find methods to set yourself apart from whomever your competition is. So let's review what we've learned. Offer unique products or services, because offering one-of-a-kind goods or services is a fantastic method to set yourself apart. You'll undoubtedly stand out if you can provide something that no one else does, or do it better than anyone else. Provide superior customer service. Always go above and beyond for your consumers, ensuring that they have a fantastic experience with your business. You want to create a strong brand identity. You want your brand to be immediately recognized and convey the message that you wish to send to whomever is watching. You also want to stand for something meaningful. Customers want to do business with companies that share their own beliefs and interests. Strategize your marketing efforts wisely. It's important to think about how your marketing activities will be affected before you start promoting. And if you need to research what type of products or services appeal most to potential consumers in order to tailor your message appropriately, go ahead and do it. And lastly, stay ahead of the curve. Always be on the lookout for ways that you can improve your business. Keep an eye out for new trends and opportunities to help you stay ahead of the curve in your industry and your market. This is going to allow you to participate and anticipate any change that remains ahead of you and the competition. So in conclusion, you want to be successful. I know you do. And if you want to really put in the work to make it happen for yourself and your business, it's important to have a strong brand that sets you apart from the rest. Use the strategies that we covered today to create an identity for your company that's unique and memorable. Stay up to date on the latest marketing trends and think outside the box to come up with new ways to reach your target market. With a little effort and creativity, you can build a successful business that stands out from the competition.